Getty's Middle, I'm here to tell you about Raina Telgemir's newest book called Guts. Raina wakes up one night with a terrible upset stomach. Her mom has one too, so it's probably just a bug. Raina eventually returns to school, where she's dealing with the usual highs and lows. Friends, not friends, gym, lunch, Girl Scouts, more gym, and classmates who think the whole school year is just one long gross out session. It soon becomes clear that Raina's stomach trouble isn't going away, and it coincides with her worries about food, school, and changing friendships. What's going on? Will things work out? This is one of our new graphic novels, so you can find Guts in the graphic novel collection under TEL.
Hey Book Bunch fans, I'm here to tell you about a new book called Patina by Jason Reynolds. Patina Jones is the fastest girl on the Defenders track team. It makes sense that she's the fastest runner because she has a lot to run for. She's running for the kids at her new fancy school to show the kids that make fun of her that she's going to be someone someday. She runs for her fellow Defenders newbies, Ghost, Sunny, and Lou, to make them proud. She runs for her little sister Maddie, who relies on Patina to show her how to be strong. And she runs for her mother, who can never run again. Ma says Patina ain't no junk, and she's out to prove it. But when the pressure becomes too much, can she outrun it? Patina is the second book in the track series. It's about a league of middle school runners that have a shot at the Junior Olympics. If you enjoyed Ghost, the first book in the track series, then you will surely love Patina. You can find it in Fiction, REY.
Hey Getty's Middle, my name is Kaylee, and I'm excited to tell you about the series Firestormers by Carl Bowen. It's about the world's newest and most elite firefighting crew, and it has some pretty serious storylines. For instance, in Backburn, when the Firestormers are sent to a wildfire in the North Cascades, former Special Operations Soldier Heath Rogers doesn't like having to take orders from a guy who got promoted instead of him. But when a group of hotshots fighting the fire disappears, he is devastated. His younger brother, whom he trained, is one of the missing. I recommend this series because it is the story of the people who risk their lives to protect the forest and put out fires. I think you would love this series if you like action and adventure. You could find Firestormers in Fiction BOW.
The Bromeliad Trilogy by Terry Pratchett is actually 3 books in one big volume: Truckers, Diggers, and Wings. I came across these books a couple of years ago and absolutely loved them. The main characters are teeny tiny people called gnomes, that's Nomes, who live inside the walls and under the floors of a department store and move way too quickly for our human eyes to see. The store is their whole world, and their seasons revolve around events like Christmas sales or spring fashions. They've lived there so long that they no longer remember or even believe in life beyond the walls of the store. One day, however, a small band of gnomes arrives at the store from the outside. That's outside with a capital O. They have a mysterious black box called The Thing with a capital T, and they bring terrible news. In 21 days, the store will be destroyed. And this is where the adventure begins. How will the gnomes find a new home in the world when they've never even been outside the store? I have to tell you, these little guys are totally charming and very funny. If you love adventure, fantasy, or British humor, I highly recommend the Bromeliad Trilogy in Fiction, PRA.
Hey Getty's Middle School, if you're someone who likes to skateboard, listen up, because I'm here to tell you about a new book called Advanced Skateboarding by Peter Makowski. This book is perfect for you to learn more advanced skateboarding tricks and to give you tips on how to improve your skateboarding skills. Whether your ultimate goal is to compete in competitions and go for the top of your sport as a sponsored skater and champion, or to just simply challenge yourself and have a great time, building on your basic skills is key. I really enjoyed this book because I got to learn a lot about the sport skateboarding and people who skateboard. You can find Advanced Skateboarding in Nonfiction 796.22 MIC. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
Hey Book Bunch fans, I'm here to tell you about a graphic novel called City of Light and City of Dark by Avi. It's set in New York City and is about a girl named Sarah who has been told that her mother died years ago, and a boy named Carlos who can't understand why an old blind man is so interested in the subway token he's found. The two kids team up and eventually learn the truth. The fate of New York City is in jeopardy. The evil Mr. Underton is on a mission to control the city's power. If he succeeds, the city will be plunged into an eternal winter. It is up to Carlos and Sarah to keep the city safe, despite the secrets of Sarah's history that are entwined with the power. Sarah and Carlos are in a race against the lies of the past, and most of all, it's a race against time. I love this book because it was action-packed, and if you're interested, check out City of Light and City of Dark in the graphic collection AVI.
Hey book lovers, today I want to tell you about a book that all my historical fiction fans would love. Brown Girl Dreaming by Jacqueline Woodson is an amazing book that talks about her childhood growing up as an African American in the 1960s and 1970s. This book also shows you a glimpse into a child's soul while they are trying to find their place in the real world. The story takes place in Ohio and also in South Carolina, which I thought was pretty interesting. I personally enjoyed this book because it had a lot of imagery and emotions, and the story pieced together inch by inch. So if this sounds like a good book for you, you could find Brown Girl Dreaming in the biography section under WOO.
Do you know what a schwa is? Don't feel bad if you don't, because most people have never heard of it. It's a symbol that represents a sound we make in words every day. It's a kind of vowel that's almost invisible, like the E in moment or the A in ago. It's practically not even there at all, very much like the title character in Neil Shusterman's book, The Schwa Was Here. Calvin Schwa is a high school student who is so much of an outsider that he's practically invisible. He's disturbingly unnoticeable. Things get interesting for him, though, when the narrator of the story, another high school student named Anthony Bonanno, notices the schwa and thinks of a scheme to make money based on Calvin's ability to fade into the background and practically disappear. Honestly, this is one of the most memorable books I've ever read. It's funny and touching at the same time and really relatable to anyone who's ever felt like nobody even sees them some days. Aren't there people in your classes that you've never talked to and know nothing about? I also like the humor of the story, and especially the narrator, who reminds me of Mac in the fourth Stall series and Vince from Son of the Mob. This is definitely a thinking person's kind of book, so if you like a sophisticated young adult novel, check out The Schwa Was Here in fiction, SHU.
Hey Book Bunch fans, I'm here to tell you about a book called Emma Jean Lazarus Fell in Love by Lauren Tarish. 7th grader Emma Jean thinks about asking Will Keeler to the spring fling dance. One problem though is that Emma Jean's best friend Colleen has a secret admirer, and she doesn't have a clue who it is. With the spring fling just days away, Colleen asks Emma Jean to find out who her secret admirer is. It's a perfect plan because Emma Jean has a very logical, scientific mind. What Emma Jean discovers, though, might have unexpected consequences for everyone. I enjoyed this book for the perfectly described friendship between Emma Jean and Colleen. If you are interested in Emma Jean Lazarus Fell in Love, you can find it in fiction TAR.
Hey guys, I'm Alex, and I have a new eyewitness book called Arms and Armors. Get ready, because this book is filled with awesome and bloody weapons like swords, knuckle dusters, and pistols. There'll also be the right equipment for blocking deadly slashes, blows, and bullets. In this book, I learn about a very special knife from Sudan, why gunpowder flasks were made of cow horn, and how far our crossbow could fire an arrow. So get ready for battle with the eyewitness book Arms and Armors, which you can find in 623.4 BYA.
Getty's Middle. I'm going to tell you about another new novel in verse called All the Broken Pieces by Annie Berg. It's about a Vietnamese boy named Matt Penn who was airlifted out of Vietnam and sent to America in 1975. His new adoptive parents love him and teach him baseball, piano, and many other things he'd never have learned about back in his home country. However, even though he escaped from the Vietnam War, Matt can't escape being haunted by a terrible secret from his past. Now he has to face painful memories, prejudice, and questions about his new family. Will Matt ever get over his past? I enjoyed this book because you get to learn the character's inner self. You can find All the Broken Pieces in Fiction BUR.
Hey, Getty's Middle.
We are here to tell you about a new book by James Patterson.
It's called Middle School From Here to Zero, and our hero, Rafe Cachadorian, is going on a trip of a lifetime.
Really? Where's he going?
He's heading to London, England on a class trip.
Wow, sounds awesome. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, for starters, how about causing a barf-tastic catastrophe on a 10-hour plane ride?
That doesn't sound as bad as almost accidentally stealing a priceless national treasure.
Well, that can't be as bad as getting totally lost in a huge city with no money or phone.
No, wait, this is even worse. How about hanging out with his number one crush and her perfect boyfriend?
But do you want to know the worst thing that happens?
What?
Rafe has spent his entire middle school being chased by Miller the Killer. But this trip, there is nowhere to run.
Okay, people, that's enough hints. You can find out what happens to Rafe yourself by checking out Middle School From Zero to Hero in Fiction PAT.